Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to my garage. I wanted to show you guys where I do all my working with metal and everything, and that is right here in the corner of my garage. This is extremely messy and kind of embarrassing, but I wanted to show you guys. This is my bench, which is actually a card table it's so old, we've had it forever. But this is where I work, and this right here is my flex shaft. There's a little foot pedal down there, and this is totally unprofessional. Don't show anybody else in the world that makes jewelry this video, because this is horrible. They'd probably want to punch me in the face. This should be hanging up like on a wall or on a stand. I just can't afford the stand, and I have really no way to hang it, so hopefully I don't ruin it because it's very expensive, but it is a very useful piece of equipment. Let me get closer. It polishes and it sands. This bit that I have on it right now, sorry I can't get it to focus, is what I use to polish everything with, since I don't have like a huge buffer polisher thing. And then all these other little bits do other things. These right here are like for sanding. They have kind of a grit to them. And I mean, it can just do anything. This thing right here, it's like a very, very almost like stone feeling. And you can use it to sand down the actual metal, like basically, I don't know, just grind down the metal. If you need to. It's like super heavy duty, and it'll just grind right on through your metal. This is my polish. It's called ZAM, and it can polish metals or stones or anything. You just use it with this little guy, and it works really well, actually. And you just use the little foot pedal, and you just do what you need to do with it. So also in this little carousel where I have the other bits for the flex shaft, I have my other tools. I've got a file, some tweezers. I have multiple pairs of tweezers. And let's see, this thing is called a bezel pusher. And the things that some of the things you see that I make online, like things like, let's see, like this. This is a really messed up ring, but this is what the bezel pusher does. You put the stone down inside it's called the bezel, where the metal is around the stone, and you push the metal over the stone with the bezel pusher, and it keeps the stone in there. And let's see, we've got some shears to cut metal. They work really well. Just some other random things, more tweezers, pliers. This is called a solder pick. You can pick up solder with it and place it in areas that you want to solder. So there's that. This stuff right here is the actual solder. And for some people that might not know what solder is, it's like essentially metal glue. It keeps your metals together. You use it in combination with this. It's called flux, and the flux helps the solder to go where you want it to go. You heat up the piece, and then you cut off like a little square of this, and you put it where you want to join two pieces of metal. And then you heat it up, and once it gets hot enough, it will flow, and your metal will be together. And there's different grades of it, easy, medium, hard, and extra easy. And those just depend on when it will flow, with like how high your heat is, how hot the piece gets. They'll flow at different temperatures. So that's solder and flux, and they're just like little pieces of just like metal. I probably should know what they're made out of. I don't. Let's see. This is my torch. Not very profesh, really. It's a micro-butane torch, and it doesn't get super hot. Let me show you how it works. You just flick that on, turn on your gas, and hit that button. And there's your fire. And you can like turn it up, so it's kind of hard to do. You can like turn the nozzle up, turn your flame up, And then to turn it off, you just turn that nozzle all the way and lock it so it can't turn on by itself. You fill that up with just regular old butane, like lighter butane. And like I said, it's not very professional. It works, but it takes a long time because it takes a long time for it to get hot. What I learned to solder on was, is a torch that was propane and oxygen. Just like a propane tank and an oxygen tank, and they both run through a line to the torch, and you can adjust how much oxygen or how much propane you want for different types of flames, and it gets much hotter, obviously, and it's much more precise. So I mean, if I could afford that, that would be awesome, but I can't, so this works for now. And it just takes a lot longer to solder things. Like when I first got this, I was like, oh my god, this is never gonna work. Like I couldn't get anything to solder, but it just takes time. You gotta just be patient, and it works, because that's what I use for everything that I make. Here's a little necklace that I made yesterday. You guys might have seen that on Facebook, little adventure. Here's some scrap silver that I've got going on. I think I'm gonna make more pendants like this. And then these little guys here, they're called third hands. They're very handy. This whole station right here is where the fire goes down. This is where I solder. This is called a charcoal block, and this can, you know, take the heat really well and protect your table and stuff. But these third hands are great for like holding things when you want to solder things. Like, here, I'm gonna try to show you. Sorry, this is gonna be a little crazy for a second. Hold on. Sorry. Okay, here we go, like this. You know, you can hold stuff, you can solder stuff on, and then I've got two just in case, you know, you need to like hold something on top of something or whatever. And they're called third hands for when you need a third hand or a fourth hand, and you do a lot. Let's see what else. Here's my ring mandrel. This thing's kind of heavy, and it shows all the different ring sizes, goes up to 15, and this helps you to size your rings and to make your rings round. You can pound it out. A lot of people use rawhide mallets. I don't have one because they're super expensive. I use this wooden mallet, and I think it works just as well. I don't know. But yeah, there's a hammer that I use for stamping. Here's some stamps, and someday soon I'm gonna do like a tutorial maybe on how to stamp, but I just like, I tried to film it like a couple times, but I can't like figure out how to do it with like the right camera angle or whatever. This is a bench block. You use this for stamping on. And then I wanted to show you guys my silver because I just got, sorry, this is like not focusing. Oh, here's my saw also. Jeweler's saw. Got a little saw blade on there. And this saw really sucks. I kind of broke it, so it doesn't work very well. I need a new one. So yeah, here's the stuff that I got in the mail today. Finally, I've been waiting on this stuff for like, it feels like 2 weeks, and it might really have been 2 weeks. I don't know. I've got a sheet of silver, sterling silver. Finally, I've been waiting for this, and I've been really needing this because that's about the extent of the silver that I had before this came. So I'm really excited. You can use this kind of silver sheet. I use it mostly for making the backs of my bezels. And I don't know if I have anything to show you, but like this, see how this, there's like silver. This is really disgusting looking. It was never polished or anything because I messed it up. But see how the back of it has like a flat piece of silver? That's what you use this for. And then you put the bezel around it. And maybe someday I'll show you guys how to do that too. But, and then you can also use it for making little charms and stuff. I mean, you can use this for anything. You can make it to you can use it to make rings, whatever. So I'm really excited to finally be able to make some bezels, because that's what I've been waiting for. Then I also got this square wire. I use, sorry, this is like hard to do with one hand. I use this for making rings and stamping on. It's like the perfect size for these stamps and then a few of my other stamps. fit on here really well. So that'll be shaped out on the ring mandrel and stamped. I stamp it first and then I shape it out, solder it together, and then it becomes a ring. Oh, by the way, Lauren was my winner of my Instagram giveaway. Excuse me, hiccup. And here's your ring. I haven't polished it yet. Obviously, this is what a ring looks like before it's cleaned up and polished. There's the solder that I closed the ring with. It looks disgusting before you. And then this is called fire scale. When you heat it up, the metal turns like all black and stuff, and you just gotta polish it away. But I will finish that soon, Lauren. And then I also ordered these sunshine polishing cloths. I'm gonna start cutting these up and sending a little bit to everybody that orders something, because they work so well for like cleaning the tarnish off silver and like just polishing. It gives it like a beautiful like mirror finish. So I'm gonna start sending those to people when they order silver. And then here's the other silver. This is what I had for like the past 2 weeks that I like wasn't able to do anything with. This I'm really excited about. I just got some chain. It's like unfinished. That's what I used with this. I just put a little lobster claw clasp on it and some little rings. Sorry, it's hard to see. But I thought that was awesome. And it was like way cheaper. I got 10 feet and it was like way cheaper than buying finished. This is sterling silver, so I was really excited. These are the little discs that I use for the OHIO rings. This is some bezel wire. Like when I was telling you guys, sorry you guys, when I was telling you guys about this, this right here is bezel wire. And you just attach that wire to the sterling silver sheet or whatever sheet, and it makes a bezel. Someday I'll show you. Yeah, there's like really not much else in here. There's like random bits of wire. Oh, also I have some more wire hanging on the wall. That is the wire that I use for the OHIO rings, and it's just like a nice thick, sturdy wire for rings. And I think that's about it. I mean, really, I don't know what else to show you guys. Sorry, this is kind of longer than I thought it would be. I have a few stones in here, not very many. I've got this turquoise stone, and then I've got some of these agate and some jade, and oh, I forget what this blue stone is called. Sodalite? Yeah, sodalite. I've got this cool arrowhead in here. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it yet, but something, probably. And yeah, that's about it. So thanks for watching. I know this is kind of boring, and I wanted to show you guys like how to do some stuff, but I just can't get like the right camera angle at the moment. So once I figure that out, I will do it, and hopefully you'll enjoy it. But I'm gonna go ahead and end this since it's like 13 minutes and 30 seconds long. Thanks for watching. Bye.